In this session, I'm going to discuss various activation functions that are commonly used in artificial neural networks. Now, the activation functions are one of the most important element of artificial neural networks. The activation function determines output of the node given the input to the node, and we have choice of several activation functions depending on whether the node is in hidden layer or output layer, and depending on what type of problem we are interested in. And the nodes in input layer do not have activation functions. The nodes in input layer just let the input pass as it is. The activation functions in hidden and output layers impart nonlinearity to artificial neural network. That is, our network can learn any complex nonlinear relationship between inputs and outputs if appropriate activation functions are used. So let's look at some of the common activation functions that are used in artificial neural networks. So the simplest activation function is step function, which is defined as f of z equals to 0 when z is negative and equals to 1 when z is non-negative or greater than equals to 0. And if we look at the graph of step function, it is 0 to the point just before we reach 0, and from 0 onwards it is 1. And because its shape looks like a step, so it is called step function. And the range of step function, that is the possible outputs of step function, are 0 and 1, and step function can be used either in hidden layer or output layer for binary classification problems. And in that case, the class labels for the two classes should be 0 and 1, which correspond to two possible outputs of step function. Similarly, there is signum function, which is similar to a step function, but rather than having values 0 and 1, the signum function has value -1 for z less than 0 and +1 for z greater than 0. And the range of signum function is -1 and 1. And signum function is also called sign function because whatever the input, the weights of output links will only get multiplied with sign of the input. And the signum function can be used in hidden layer or output layer for binary classification problems. And here note that when we are using signum function as activation function for nodes in output layer, then the labels for classification are -1 and 1, unlike the labels in the case of step function, which are 0 and 1. Next is linear function. It is fz equals to z, and its graph is a straight line passing through the origin. In fact, the output of linear function is exactly same as the input to the linear function, and the range of linear function is all the real values from -infinity to infinity. And linear function can be used in hidden layers or output layer for regression problem where our dependent variable can take values from -infinity to infinity. That is all the real values. Next is rectified linear unit function, which is also called ReLU function, and this is one of the most important activation function which is used in convolutional neural network for vision applications. For example, AlexNet, which has won 2012 ImageNet challenge, had used ReLU as activation function for hidden layers, and it is a modified version of linear function where we cut off the part of the linear function which is negative and make that 0. So the ReLU function is defined as 0 for negative values of z and z for z greater than equals to 0. And because of that, the range of ReLU function becomes all the real numbers from 0 to infinity, including 0. And the ReLU function is commonly used in hidden layers of convolutional neural networks, and it can also be used in output layer for regression problem where the dependent variable is always non-negative, that is, it is always positive. Now there is a slightly modified version of rectified linear unit function which is also commonly used, and it is called leaky ReLU function, because rather than completely blocking negative inputs, it allows them to slightly leak through our activation function or our node. So for negative inputs, the output is A times Z, where A is a very small positive number which controls how much leakage is allowed for negative inputs. And for positive inputs, that is Z greater than equals to 0, the output is equals to input. And if we look at the graph of this leaky ReLU function, it is linear for both the positive values of input and negative values of input, but slope of the leaky ReLU function is very small for negative values of input. And because of this, the range for leaky ReLU function becomes all the real numbers from minus infinity to infinity. And leaky ReLU is also commonly used in hidden layers of convolutional neural networks. Now, most of the functions that we have discussed till now are linear functions or piecewise linear functions of input. Now, there are non-linear functions also which are commonly used in neural networks. And first one is hyperbolic tangent function or tan-z, which is defined as tan hyperbolic of z equals to e to the power z minus e to the power minus z divided by e to the power z plus e to the power minus z. Its range is all the real numbers from minus 1 to 1. Here note that in signum function the range is just two numbers, they are minus 1 and 1, whereas for tan hyperbolic function it is all the real numbers in the interval from minus 1 to 1, and its graph is something like this, and it is commonly used in hidden layers and also in output layer for classification problem. And in this case, rather than getting hard classification, our output corresponds to likelihood of our input belonging to one of the two classes. In similar manner, another nonlinear function is sigmoid function, which is defined as e to the power z upon 1 plus e to the power z, and if I divide the numerator and denominator with e to the power z, then I get 1 divided by 1 plus e to the power minus z. And the range for sigmoid function is all the real numbers from 0 to 1. And this can also be used in hidden layers or output layer for classification problem. And in this case also, rather than just getting hard binary classification, we also get the likelihood of an input belonging to a particular class. A multi-class extension of sigmoid function is called softmax function, which is used for multi-class classification problems. If Z1, Z2 up to Zn are the n inputs for output layer, then the softmax activation function defines f of Z1 as e to the power Z1 divided by e to the power Z1 plus e to the power Z2 plus e to the power Zn. And for Zi, we can define this as e to the power Zi divided by sum of e to the power of all the inputs, which in compact notation can be written as e to the power Zi divided by sigma k from 1 to n e to the power zk. And this gives us probability that our input will belong to ith class. Now, different activation functions have different speeds for computation and for back propagation. We have not seen what is back propagation, but this is the algorithm used for training a neural network. So step function is fastest for both computation as well as backpropagation, and the speed decreases as we go down in the table, and 10 hyperbolic is slowest for both computation as well as backpropagation.